I mean, that's literally what they're doing. Oh.
Hello. Thank you for joining our stream. I'm Kylie Seigers. I play for the Overwatch team here, and today we're going to be competing against Carolina University in the second round for Cottey Comets. I'm here with Ella Sapinoso.
Hi!
We love Ella. Ella may be subbed out, potentially.
But I'm here for the first one at least, so.
Yeah.
Yeah! Alright.
And we can see our lineup here. We have Cottey Comets attacking first. Which, Ella, if you want to give a little insight, do you feel like your attack or defense is typically better?
Usually on bind we do pretty well with attacking. I don't want to jinx it too soon for us though. We have a new lineup this year. We're running a Clove, which is a very new character added very recently. Don't really know much about their kit just yet, but I know that they have an unusual thing where it's like when they're dead they can still smoke and like use that kind of util, so really excited to see how that goes. We have freshman Katsu, who is running this guy. Typically Space Dreamer does that, so we're gonna be very excited to see how this goes. And yeah, we're starting off with pistol round here, dogging in, getting the first pick.
Heck yeah,
Okay.
with the first pick
Dogging
on the
and getting
jet.
through. You hold the tag Gecko. So now they're just taking up that space and getting ready for the plant here.
Yeah, Noob gets another pick while they're still rotating for Carolina here. It looks like they're going to have a pretty early plant, so as long as Cottey plays their cards right, this looks like a pretty easy round for them. Hopefully they're aware of this Viper going for the flank, though. A little bit worried about that.
I'm on it. Okay.
Oh.
They got... Yeah.
Oh, super unfortunate. It looks like they're going to get a 3K, but Space Streamer's going to at least trade there.
But then Buffalo BD clutches it up. It was kind of nerve-wracking to watch all of them just be in U-Haul there. Basically two watching the same angle on each side, and Buffalo Beanie being stuck in that awkward corner there, where they're basically exposed to every point on, every angle on that point there.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of capitalized off of that. It looked like a pretty safe round for Cottey, but Carolina definitely even it out. A little too close for comfort there.
So now they're...
Looks like they're going B, maybe. Maybe kind of a split push? That's almost what it's looking like. Yeah, it looks like some of them are going to kind of go mid here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a little bit of noise here from Gopher. Alright, and they're going to have their Gecko rotate there on the upper top left. As well as their Viper.
Yeah, I don't think they know about that jet.
That jet, yeah.
As well. They'll have to break that trip, yeah.
A little bit worried about this jet here, but Cottey's gonna get 2K here. Doesn't look like they're aware, and they're gonna get Space Streamer and Kodzu. Noob's gonna take the advantage though for Cottey.
No one's watching that.
They gotta play this right. It's just Buffalo Beanie again, and I want to see if she's able to clutch it up, and unfortunately not. That jet's gonna come out with a 4K because they're not watching that flank, unfortunately.
It's okay. It was still relatively even. They did, but I think both teams here forced up on that round to like try to gain like that momentum. But now that it's still tied up here, Cottey's still out here with the ego. I think they're trying to. Oh no, sorry. Carolina's out here because of that win. They're now able to buy like full buys basically around this part, and so Cottey's here is gonna have to either play safe or just be a little ratty with it.
Yeah, we have Gibson here on Cypher. It looks like he may be going for a slow push. Oh, it looks like he's gonna regroup though. We got 3 on A for Carolina.
Looks like Gibson's out here trying to get some info. Catches one, but then the cam gets broken.
Yeah, they were pretty quick with reacting on that. Watching the flank this time. Definitely learning from their mistakes from last round.
Yeah.
And Senior Rail is going to take out Noob early on. Still not rotating, keeping 3 on site here for Carolina.
Yeah, because I think they're aware of the eco difference, so they're not wanting to lose guns here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, and it looks like maybe Cottey's going to go for a rotation? I don't know if they're going to focus site A here.
Yeah, I think they that Carolina thinks that they're rotating here to B, but actually they're gonna try pushing through showers here, leaving the Gecko alone while all the other members are rotating to B. Kodzu flashing in, I think it gets Gecko, and then they start pushing in here.
Get a flash here, and we're gonna see Jet from Carolina kind of rotate back really quick, but unfortunately Gopher is gonna die with the spike. Oh, and Gecko's gonna get that 3K, leaving it up to just Kodzu here. It's gonna be extremely difficult to hold. Yeah, and see someone is gonna pick off Kodzu there, and unfortunately Cottey's not able to get any picks here. They played it pretty slow, and it looked like it was in their favor, but unfortunately just could not get on early enough.
I mean, I think they were just like defaulting, which means like they were just gonna see what the other team was, or if they can get a pick first and then just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
But again, because of like the econ difference and like the kit difference, like it was still pretty hard to get into those sites.
Yeah.
Now Cottey's able to afford rifles here, and do full buys. It's relatively evened out with kits.
Yeah. Noob here ready with the ult. I don't know if we'll see it come out.
Yeah. Looks like they're gonna try to do a fast B here with Noob pushing up relatively fast up B long.
Carolina almost fully rotating, leaving just their Viper on A here.
She might have to make the call of either using altnet or her alt now to get info on B or PPing back to A.
But it looks like Gecko from Carolina is going to go back to site A and help their Jet out. Looking a little indecisive up there.
Yeah, they're going to TP back. Yeah. Oh, I guess they're just bait. Oh, wait. Yeah.
It looks like they're baiting. Using run it back. Oh, nice pick from Noob here with that ult. And it's going to figure out that the Viper is still on A. Oh, we have the Jet on the flank, though, again. So I'm hoping they're well aware of that. Licks with the pick on Kodzu here. And it looks like Buffalo Beanie may get caught out from CU Rail. Same with Space Dreamer. Oh, a little slow to react there, unfortunately. And it looks like Cottey is going to take them out, even though they had plenty of time. Alright, and we have Gopher here with the plant.
Planted the spike. One enemy remaining.
Noob with the pick on Amidala? That's how I'm gonna say that. Alright, and just leaving Cypher here for Carolina. It looks like a pretty safe round for Cottey, and they just need to defend well. And Space Dreamer is going to finish them off. Leaving it 2-2, evening it up. We love that. Alright. Looks like we have some friendly banter in the chat. I think CU Rail is aware that maybe their aim wasn't the best there.
Yeah, they have.
Which I feel that. My aim on this game is terrible. That's why I play Overwatch. Great.
Alright.
It looks like they're going for site 8 again here. Carolina has Jet, Viper, and Gecko.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna see it.
Early fight here, so they both have information on one another. Alright, we're gonna get that orb there. Pretty safe bet for Kuiper here.
Yeah. Looks like they're gonna try to smoke off the backside of A for the other three, that is Katsu, Buffalo Beanie, and Noob, who are also smoked off, so they don't got a lot of info to work with as well.
Yeah.
Oh, another trade.
Exactly, we got a trade there. CU Rail getting Noob and Buffalo Beanie avenging her.
They're just still not really making a lot of space up here, but it's also kind of hard not like working with enough info here.
Got Bomb Buddy out. Love that. Still having their Omen on B here, and it looks like Carolina is going to take the advantage, unfortunately, with someone getting a 2K on them. Leaving Spike down, and it looks like Lix is going to clean it up and get another round for Carolina. Maybe a 3-2.
Yeah.
What do you think went wrong there, Ella?
I think it's just that after getting you picked off here, they didn't really have a lot to work with, especially with entering, since they got smoked off at the A short area, which is that left side, with Kodzu, Buffalo Beanie, and Noob there. Because of that, they lost a bit of momentum, and that and a lot of the enemy team was on A side already, so they just didn't know what. I'm guessing that we just didn't really know what to work with here.
So it looks like they may be faking out B while Gibson goes A.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. So we have the Clove here, Space Streamer, and Gibson. Alright, looks like Clove is going to rotate on A for a distraction. Unless Gibson takes TP.
No.
Doesn't look like he is. Alright, so...
Looks like they're all pushed up here.
Yeah, they gotta watch this.
Yeah, trying to
Ooh.
get out here. Think Space Streamer knows that that jet is still there. Misses the knife shot, and now it's just kind of up to us. A is completely vacant. And
Yeah,
so
and it
now
looks like that's what they're going for, which
Yeah.
is smart on them, but it looks like Carolina's well aware of that.
Mhm.
So they're making a quick rotation themselves, and it looks
Yeah.
like Cottey may get sandwiched here. Hoping not, but we got 2 on the flank, and then also 2 just rotating around on their spawn.
Yeah, I mean, luckily since they plant near Bath,
Mhm.
all they would have to really do is just watch Heaven, and then that left side,
Yeah.
they did get smoked off, but
Camera taken out.
let's get Gopher's camera. They're able to still get a bit of sight. And they're
Ooh, Space Streamer with a pick on the jet there, and that's gonna be crucial for
they're not
Cottey.
only
In
Um,
the moment.
so Gecko, the enemy Gecko accidentally stunned their ally Omen.
Oh, that
and
is so
missed.
unfortunate.
Yeah, so now it's an even 2v2 here. Oh, getting wall banged though by the Gecko as well.
Spike is down though, and this
And
is Cottey's game.
unfortunate reload time. Now it's a 1v1 against.
Oh, Buffalo Beanie. We absolutely love that. Buffalo Beanie has 2 of the clutches so far with Cottey's rounds, and that's incredible. We love her.
Mhm.
That's Amaya if you don't know. Amaya is amazing. Yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't even know you could stun them with that. That's
Yeah, so
wild.
the I forget what his name is, but basically Gecko's stun can
Mhm.
it's an AoE for both allies and enemies, so like anyone that gets hit with it will just it's kind of like Killjoy's ult,
Yeah.
where they can't like move or like their move is reduced and like they can't shoot and stuff
Yeah.
or detain. That's what the word is.
Yeah, that's wild.
Before being out here with the
I was
insight.
wondering what happened there.
I know.
It was super unfortunate for them, and it looks like they're going to be going site B, and Jet's gonna make a quick rotation on Carolina's side. So, let's see. We hear some gunshots out. It just sounds like they're making a little bit of noise to get them to rotate.
Yeah, I think what they're doing here is like just making it seem like they're hard pushing and then
Mhm.
making Carolina use a bunch of util and then start rotating out here.
I see.
It
It looks like that may be exactly what they're doing.
yeah,
'Cause over
because now
here.
it's once again like kind of cleared out with minus the Viper kind of anchoring,
Mm-hmm.
but otherwise everyone else on their team's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back. Yeah, with the
And
TP
here comes
now.
the rotation from Cottey, and it looks like Carolina's on it, though.
Mhm.
They're all committing to that, it looks like.
Yeah, all of them going.
Oh,
Noob
Noob with a
getting
pick on
whooped.
the lick. So sorry, Ella.
No, it's okay.
We're both just very excited.
I know.
We're gonna see the ult come out from Noob here. And a flash. I think she's well aware they're in that corner, but
Yeah.
unfortunately can't get anything done with that.
Nice timing with the smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially.
Oh,
Ooh!
and getting it
So with the 2K and the firewall pick, leaving just the Gecko here. And Noob's gonna take that 3K and clutch it up for Cottey, giving them the lead again, which is super exciting.
Yeah, I think Cottey here started to realize about the little early rotating through Carolina.
Mhm.
So now I just wonder if they're gonna start like picking up on the playing slow bit and faking like our end on faking.
Yeah. And it looks like they're doing a good job with that. So I feel like last game that we played, that wasn't the case necessarily.
Yeah.
Them being patient on attack is definitely playing out.
Ooh,
though.
it's another interesting thing. The Gecko and Sky are out here pushing out very early.
Yeah,
into
Jet.
round 8, or yeah.
Oh, no. Never mind.
No, it's Jet. You're right.
Yeah.
I totally played this game going forward. It's been a while.
And it looks like they're both kind of going for a flank here.
Yeah,
Oh, but
oh,
Noob's well aware.
Oh.
Oh, but CU Rail's gonna take out like 2 of our top players. That is super unfortunate. Wow. CU Rail with the 3K and the Cottey Comets, leaving
They-
just
Kadzu now,
Kadzu, yeah.
who I think is either gonna interesting old with following both of them.
Yeah.
3 for 3.
Yeah, I think you most likely called it out, but then it was just too late with the swing.
Exactly.
Smoked out here.
Kozu's gonna have to play this
There's a bit of a
extremely
gap.
smart. I know.
Yeah.
Does not have spike.
Which is interesting as to why the other two are rotating, because now
Yeah.
their Cypher's alone.
Knocked him.
And it looks like Cypher's gonna die here. Good
Yeah.
pick by Kozu.
Mm-hmm.
That is extremely weird on that rotation. I'm not too sure why they did. We're gonna
30 seconds left.
still see util come out from Kozu here
Yeah.
because they're not aware. And
She does have time to run to A, though, to plant it, since both, but
ooh,
as well, she
she
probably doesn't have info about where they are either.
exactly.
Oh. Okay, taking the TP.
Oh yeah, gonna take the TP and go for A.
10 seconds
And I
left.
think this is the play, but Carolina is rotating quick. Oh, and he's gonna TP.
Spike.
Kozu's
you
well
saw
aware.
it, yeah.
Exactly, and is gonna get that pick. We have plant or spike down. They are planted on site A, and they just have to play this patiently.
Yeah, Kozu still has her wolf, and then I'm pretty sure all of their utils left for B side. Out here with the bait,
Mm-hmm.
not falling for it.
Oh!
But with the one tap.
Yeah, Licks with that flick there. That is super unfortunate. Feel like she should have played back a little bit further instead of hugging that wall. That would have been all right. What is thrifty?
Thrifty, so that means the enemy team had a less econ than our team,
I
and so they
see.
had a weaker, let's say a weaker
Weaker
kit.
setup, yeah. Okay.
Or they basically just spent not as much money on it.
Okay, gotcha.
Credits.
Alright, that is super unfortunate. That round looked super promising at the end there for Cottey, but Carolina is just a really strong competitor for them, so.
Now we're back on A with
Yeah.
the 3-2 split, 3 going into bat here,
Mm-hmm.
and Katsu and Gopher going for short here, dogging in to clear, trying to clear that Cubby bit and U-Haul that gets taken down by Sky. Making a lot of space in bathroom here.
Oh! Heck yeah.
Getting Jet. Oh my gosh, that's so much happening.
I know,
Just
they're
need to have
both
3 off
blinded.
side already. With you kind of stuck in that heavy bit, getting Buffalo Beanie though covering her and getting that Viper.
Have one of these.
Now they're planting for their usual spot with the Carolina having that tray here. Now we have Konzu trying to push into U-Haul here and gets hit
Amidala gets the kill on Kazu here.
It's
leaving-
okay, it's still a 3v2 here with both.
One
Ooh!
enemy remaining.
Oh!
Why not? Oh! And then Space Dreamer ulting here to get back up and unfortunately gets picked off here. Now it's up to Amaya to peek out
Just
again.
Buffalo Beanie.
Yeah.
And it looks like, unfortunately, that's going to be another round for Carolina. That was a wild round. I did not understand a lot of what was
It's all
going
good.
on. But
Yeah, I think because of that split, they couldn't get into U-Haul because that's basically one of the main things you have to clear it in order to get into A. Otherwise, the enemy has a free end base, as you can see with that Omen smoke or blinding through that wall and getting both Gopher and Space Streamer. And so, thus turning that 3v2 into a 1v2, which is not very ideal. And it looks like here they're having a bit of a delayed start. Two pushing out of bathroom and
Yeah.
Space Streamer getting one.
but they're going to trade out here with Buffalo Beanie getting CU Yo's way after getting the pick on Noob. Carolina's going to go for a quick rotation, realizing they're full pushing site A here. But they could easily rotate as well.
Looks like their Vipers trying to delay this push here a little more while waiting for their teammates to come in.
Kozu getting a little bit of information there. Okay, we got Space Streamer here with Kozu.
Looks like the others here are gonna try to make a lot of noise while Gopher
Ooh.
rotates around, gets one. And
Nice.
from here, I think the play is that they're gonna start rotating to B pretty quickly while the other two are still trying to look for their entries. And I
Omen and
don't think
Viper,
they're
yeah.
aware of the rotation going on.
Doesn't look like they are, so it looks like Gibson's going to get a free plant here.
Mm-hmm.
Still not rotating, still playing it pretty slow, and they're going to see that Spike gets planted, and now they're going to make their move.
Mm-hmm.
All Cottey really has to do is be patient and play their cards right here. Fully set up. And it looks like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So.
It's interesting no one's playing that elbow bit, though I'm not entirely sure what either what what Noob is making the calls for. Either they're just gonna play for long or garden here with Gopher having vision of the site while the other two are like watching that angle through hookah. But yeah, they're just gonna go off of the tap here and stuff, pinging the bomb to let the other two know where they are.
Ooh, Buffalo Beanie with a pick on Amidala there. And it looks like they're both gonna get caught out there, unfortunately, with the spike. Gibson's still alive. Evening it up again, 5-5.
This is a pretty close match.
Yeah.
Why are you? Sorry. We're just doing
That goes
some
there.
goofy things.
He's gonna put a tripwire on that barrel. Oh, he's
not
gonna take it
put
back.
a tripwire in that barrel.
Gonna put it on that barrel.
Yep.
And he ate that up. Okay. It looks like they're gonna go for a quick push here. Oh, we're hearing Phoenix's ult come out. Get
Including
some
a lot of space
information.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Calling now that
Buffalo
that
Beanie and Kodzu with the picks there, giving Cottey an early advantage.
Yeah,
It looks like
luckily-
they weren't able to rotate quick enough, so they're gonna get that spike planted.
Now because of that ult that Noob did, luckily she called out that jet with the shorty and like that knife, which is like, I guess the textbook. I don't want to say like textbook play, but like in this kind of situation with so many short corners, it's easy to like get shorty like get that
Right.
easy pick.
We're gonna see a few trades come out here. Space Dream is gonna get Amidala after he takes out some of Cottey. And it looks like CU Someone is the only one left here. Cottey really just needs to play it slow, and it looks like Gibson isn't gonna do that, and he's gonna get CU Someone earlier than they needed.
Yeah,
We love that.
barely not tucked away. before he was
Exactly.
wallbang.
Super unfortunate for Carolina, but it looks like Cottey's gonna take that round and take the lead again. Pretty
last-
neck and neck.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Last round of the half, they kind of have
Ooh,
to.
we got quite a few ults here from Carolina, but also from Cottey. So
Yep.
we'll see what ults come out. Buffalo Beanie better ult. I want to see it.
We saw it once, and
I want to see it again.
yeah.
We love that. All right, and it looks like they're gonna go site A again here. Wonder if they're gonna go for a quick push or play
Early.
it pretty slow.
I think with the early Viper ult here, to
Mm-hmm.
cut off that one side, they either have to go through bathroom or just like look for a way to like slowly rotate on. Using the bomb here to clear out that smoke, and Viper, I think, just kind of hugging that very back end here. And it looks like everyone else gonna try pushing bathroom
Try
with
pushing
the
bathroom.
or shower, sorry, with Wolf or the dog here. Noticing that no one's in that back right side area, taking seekers and trying to get any sort of
Camera taken out.
even more information. One getting caught out at
Oh,
heaven.
and we're gonna hear Buffalo Beanie's ult come out here, but not able to get anyone. We're gonna see the wall come up, giving Gopher room to plant here. Oh,
Yep.
this is a pretty tense fight.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna try to play for that bathroom area.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Noob gets detained by the Gecko ult.
Hero with the 2K.
Looks like got stuck at halfway here.
Gibson's gonna even it out though.
Pushing.
Enemy remaining.
All right, it's a
Player
1v1
standing.
again, and it looks like someone's sticking here. And she hits
Oh.
the shots.
Buffalo Beanie, we love that for her.
Slay! I think that's like her third clutch up
Third
now.
clutch, I know. Buffalo Beanie, you're everything I want to be.
No, for real.
You're eating it up.
After
I
that
love
game,
for you.
please sign my forehead.
All right, and it looks
anyway.
like it looks like we're gonna switch sides here. So Cottey's on defense. Were you saying that defense or attack is like more notably better for you guys or strong?
For the honestly, I'd say that our defense is usually stronger.
Mhm.
Whenever we do attack, we do get kind of stuck in like the beginning bits. But
Yeah.
as we like learn more about the enemies and stuff and how they play,
Mhm.
they do really well with like adapting to
Time to
some like
Okay.
the things that enemy team does basically.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Carolina here is gonna go for A here, with the Sky, Buffalo Beanie, and Nuke here. We're gonna get a little bit of damage out, and it looks like Kotsu is gonna shut down their jet.
Interesting that they didn't give Gecko the spike here. Because usually with his wingman,
It's extremely strong. Noob's gonna pick off Amidala and CU someone, giving Cottey still an early advantage, and Spike is down.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Noob with the 3K. I'm curious if she's gonna get that 4K.
4K.
She is. Alright, Noob, we see you. I wish I was actually spectating you, but
Sorry, Queen.
I was watching you in the right side corner, and I love you. Alright, looks like they're gonna go for the same setup here. They're wasting no time to set up. They're going for it. Alright.
Looks like they're gonna go A again, or just be in like kind of that kind of gain info area and then just go from there.
Alright, and it looks like Carolina may be going for a push B here. They can always use those teleporters to rotate, but I'm interested if the Viper's just gonna try to bait them out here.
Yeah, it looks like that Viper is just kind of making them sit. Luckily, the other two are.
Oh, see Rail with the early pick on Space Streamer, but it looks like Cottey's gonna rotate, which is very smart, leaving Noob on the point.
Setting up to make sure. Getting another pick here, but Buffalo Beanie getting that trade off.
Buffalo Beanie. Oh, and it looks like Jet is just one hit. Buffalo Beanie's getting those shots.
Looks like the Gecko here is rotating back
Rotating
to
A,
but
yeah.
luckily, Noob is still there to keep an eye out.
Leaving just Jet on B here. Oh, it looks like they're gonna
Gonna
plant.
call
Oh, Noob's gonna get that,
Spike planted.
but I'm curious if she's gonna know. Oh, let's see, let's see.
She might try to half it here and then still watch that.
Looks
hit
there's
again.
just one. Oh my goodness. So nerve-wracking.
It's alright.
Lux literally has no HP in this
no,
top
for
block.
real.
That is
It's like
wild.
not even a spec.
Literally.
Still a 3. Oh, using her util here to make sure they don't try to peek out
One
again, which is
enemy
very
remaining.
good. Noob
Noob's
gets
gonna get
both
that
of
pick.
them.
Oh my goodness. Lucy. Noob. Beautiful.
Once
Your
again, we did-
defense has been amazing for these first 2 rounds.
Mhm.
Cottey's definitely found their rhythm against Carolina.
Mhm.
So, I'm curious what they're going to try to do on Carolina's side to, like, counter it. Your defense is cooking.
It is
Love
cooking.
that.
Trying to see what they're doing now. Looks like they did the same Viper wall down mid, the middle of A, to cut off both Bath and CT side.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of very split off
Very
here.
split, yeah.
Having one at each entry point, just kind of trying to gain info.
Yeah.
Leaning more towards A though, with the spike being with Gecko once again.
I'm curious if they're just going to fully rotate, though. Yeah, and it looks like at least Gecko's going to go B here.
Yeah, they're just. I think what Carolina's trying to do is just slowly gain space and like
Mhm.
default, not really giving Cottey us much info, and vice versa. We're not giving them that same info back.
We're going to see Kodzu here rotate for Cottey,
Mm-hmm.
leaving it in a 4-3 standoff here.
Link's
Oh.
unfortunately getting one.
Yeah, Buffalo Beanie. Super unfortunate. Oh, but Gopher and
And
Kodzu are
holding
gonna.
down B like a champ, making Carolina teleport back to A here, where Noob is by herself. Let's see if she can get a 3K.
Lock in, Noob. Oh, and Lynx is gonna get the pick on Kodzu. Noob is gonna lock in. We're gonna see that ult come out.
And
Ah.
unfortunately got picked off, but luckily Space
Super
Dreamer's there to
unfortunate.
trade it off. Now it's a 1v2 here. Planted for Bath. Doesn't get hit by that blind.
Amidala is a pretty strong competitor from Carolina, so as long as they play this right, it shouldn't be any problem for Cottey. We're gonna see smokes come out. We're gonna have a little bit of spray in there.
Last player.
Unfortunately, the spray doesn't hit.
Yeah, but Gibson's gonna get in. He's gonna have plenty of time to defuse, giving Cottey another win for defense. 10 to
Lucy, we didn't
5.
mean that, by the way. It's okay that you didn't get a 3K.
No, it's okay. You're doing great. We
It's
love
okay.
you.
Weapon games.
We might have jinxed it.
That is alright. I was so excited to see that ult come out, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, just way too close.
Yeah.
So there was no running it back with that ult.
This is a nice
Unfortunate.
Little cam
one. That
here.
goes there.
Yeah,
Always
Cypher's a
got
very
This
strong.
should do.
Usually can have very
This goes
strong
here.
setups on
This is a nice
blind.
one.
Hello, bind. Yeah, looks like Carolina's heavily leaning towards A here once again, smoking heaven. Gets
Oh.
nuked very early, but Buffalo Beanie
Spike
trades it
down
out.
A.
Buffalo Beanie is doing amazing with trades so
Mhm.
far. Oh, see, Rail is unfortunately going to shut down Buffalo Beanie as I am hyping her up. That is super unfortunate. We're
Yeah,
seeing
I
some
think-
action from Space Dreamer here with both Rail and Kodzu. That's
Rail
super
being one,
unfortunate.
yet getting
Yeah,
picked off as well.
see someone as one as
Getting
well.
another
Player
pick from-
standing.
No! Licks!
Spike planted.
It's alright. Now it's a
We got
2v1
this.
on Cottey's end. It's up to go for now to get both that Viper and that Omen.
Yeah, but then you gotta defuse, so he's gonna have to move pretty quickly.
One enemy
He's gonna get the
remaining.
pick on Licks there, but he doesn't know.
Gets
Oh, Gibson! Oh, and he's gonna have plenty of time to defuse again. These flicks are insane.
No, for real.
I feel like everyone from Cottey has been giving amazing plays.
Cage trigger.
Oh my
Yeah, and
goodness.
it's just that Omen too that he was just barely enough for Gibson to catch it just in time because I think he had info on that Viper being in U-Haul, and so that's why he was pushing up. And then no one really knew that Omen until he peeked out.
Yeah.
Timing, honestly.
And it looks like Cottey's going for the same setup. I mean, it's not failing for them by any means, but it looks like Carolina is probably going to try to fake out A again and push B,
Oh, this
which
a
is
nice
interesting because that feels like it's been their approach almost every round this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have some toxins going up from their Viper here, Licks.
Yeah.
Oh,
but gets
Coates is
picked
gonna
off
shut
very
them
early,
down.
Which probably gives them that
Where
info
is
that
it
they're
now?
pushing B,
Yeah.
which makes Coach
Yeah.
is rotating here as they're like trying to get in as well.
We got Monster coming out from their Gecko here.
Unfortunately gets it, but
Oh.
if they can tuck away, but luckily sorry,
Space Streamer coming in clutch for Gibson here.
now.
Spike planted.
dogging in to get more info on the site, and Gopher picks one, but unfortunately, Space Reaver gets picked off, but is using his ult to get back into the game.
And it
And
looks, looks
how
like
fast
Cottey's just
he-
gonna shut them down, yeah. It did not look like they were gonna give up easily. That is wild. And another round for Cottey. They've been playing this extremely well.
That early pick was really good for them,
Yeah.
to be honest,
Match
because then they
point.
knew, like, oh, that means like they're doing that play again,
Mhm.
probably.
And especially with like Monster coming out from their Gecko. I'm glad to see Space Dreamer there being for
Like,
his bed. Like
not for real.
that was
Watching that angle since
It
they
was
were both
intense,
like,
I
we're gonna
know.
push it as well.
exactly.
Snap.
Alright. And it
12-5.
looks yeah, 12-5. Leaving a match point for Cottey here, and you know, it's gonna be pretty hard to come back from this, but Carolina, you know, their defense was pretty strong, so they may be able to if they switch their approaches.
Looks like they're once again just trying to get information on where
Nobody
Cottey
has
is.
spikes, so it's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. Just trying to get information.
Mhm.
We have Jet on B here, but majority of them
a lot of space
A.
on A or B, sorry.
yeah.
But yeah, Carolina is just kind of defaulting, kind of cutting off Cottey's info as well,
hmm
making so they can't really know what they're gonna do.
Exactly.
But it looks like they're just kind of huddled around A here, A short here, and
Looks like they may be rotating though pretty slowly, but it looks like it's gonna come out and they're gonna do the Viper wall again. Gopher with the pick on the Jet though on site B.
and with Kodzu picking
Oh,
up their Viper,
their
and now it's
Viper.
just a 3v5 with them
3v5.
leading towards B here.
Yep.
Omen does have their TP, so unless like Gecko, they could try to do a fake out where it's like they'll make noise on B and make Cottey rotate. But it looks like actually they just might be committing the
Committing,
B here.
yeah. It looks like Cottey's holding their ground though.
Mhm.
Now they're going for the rotation, understanding that they're pushing it.
Yep.
But
Seconds left.
looks like Noob's gonna hold the ground over on site A. Alright, and we're gonna get the blind out on Amidala. And, oh, that is super unfortunate for Carolina. And they're gonna have a flawless round for Cottey, taking the win for that.
Yep.
That is absolutely insane. Cottey played that amazingly.
Mhm.
We love you.
Slay.
Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And it looks like Cottey's going to take the first round here. And you can look at the scoreboard. We have CU Rail from Carolina at the top with an average combat score of 276, and shortly following is New with 272. This is absolutely insane to watch, and it's been a super fun game so far. Carolina's defense just seems to be a little better than their attack, though. And that may be because Cottey's defense is just a little better, though. And that is A-okay. I'm excited to see what map they're going to choose next, but we will be back. Hello guys, welcome back. And it looks like the map pick is going to be Haven here. And we have a pretty similar lineup, but we have Noob on Gecko, which is something I've never seen before. We have Space Dreamer on Clove, Kodzu on Sky again, Gibson maybe Cypher here, and then Buffalo Beanie on the Rays, of course. Lakes is switching it up for Carolina, going Chamber. And we also have KJ for See You Someone. Other than that, it looks like they're... Well, no, we have a KO, too. We don't have to worry about that.
No,
Switching it up a little bit. Still have an Omen and a Jet for Carolina, though. And it looks like Cottey's going to be defending first. Super exciting.
Yeah.
Ella's here still. We love Ella.
I didn't get subbed, which is probably more slay.
Yippee.
But yeah, usually, fun fact about Noob, I don't think Duelist is, like, despite them playing it as their main role the past 4 years, it's not really their... They play Phoenix.
Their niche, you know? Yeah.
But they've actually, lean heavily, or they used to lean towards Initiator role.
Wow.
I
I
think.
love that.
She can correct me later and
Yeah.
be like, Ella, you're wrong.
That's okay.
actually.
Looks like we got Clove here on B. We got the Sky on A. Gecko kind of holding in between B and C, whatever you would like to call that spot.
Yeah.
And we have Gibson here
that's-
locking down C.
Yeah.
So
That's window.
yeah, no, that makes sense because there's a window, guys.
There's a window.
There's a window, guys. It's pretty cool, pretty cash money.
Yep. And it looks like the round here is about to start with them
Yeah.
kind of leaning towards A here.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna do that. I wonder what their KJ is gonna do. Maybe just make some noise in between B and C here around window. Noob's well aware they're there. Alright. Get a little bit of damage there on the Jet from Buffalo Beanie. When you hear Dog come out from Kodzu. Kinda get the stun. Amazing for Cottey here.
Yeah, that gives them info that 3 of them are trying to push up towards A.
Oh, and Noob's gonna shut down the KJ for Carolina, giving
Mhm.
Cottey an early advantage. I mean, they're pretty set up on the sites here, so.
But now
It looks like
they're
they're
trying
going
to switch up to
B. Yeah.
the flash out here.
Ooh, Noob very low.
Spike planted.
All right, and it looks like, oh, unfortunately, Carolina's going to get 3 picks there. Kodzu's going to try to get a trade, but it's leaving it in to a 2
Here.
to 2 here. 2v2, but they have Spike down, so it's going to be hard for Cottey to get that back. And it looks like CU Rail's going to get a 3K with Gopher here. Kodzu with the 3K as well, faking the defuse, but unfortunately still not getting CU Rail. Looks like they're just kind of avoiding one another here.
Did I sign up for this shit?
Ah, and it looks like CU Rail's going to come out and get the 4K on Kodzu there. That is super unfortunate, especially with how little health they had. A little bit of spray into that smoke would have gone a long way for Cottey there, but it was a pretty close round. Just looks like it's going to go to Carolina. And as we talked about subbing people in and out, Ella Sapinoso had to leave. She's going to go warm up and potentially play in the next round.
Here.
Alright, and it looks like Cottey's going for a relatively similar approach here. We got Clove on mid. And it looks like Jet's going to get in on high ground there with the op and get a pick on Space Dreamer. Super unfortunate for Cottey.
Spike planted.
Alright, Noob getting a little bit of spray out, but unfortunately not able to get that pick. And it looks like Carolina is just shutting down the entire team of Cottey, leaving it in a 1-4 with the spike planted. This looks very promising for Carolina. Yeah, and with CU Yozue taking that pick on Gopher there. And it's going to give them another victory. It's super unfortunate for Cottey. But Kodzu here with the 4K and also CU Rail with the 5K on Carolina's side. Alright, and it looks like, again, Cottey's going to take a pretty similar approach, but it looks like we have 2 on B, since it seems like a familiar site for
Keep up.
Carolina. And it looks like they may be going split push here. They still have Spike down, trying to probably get some information before committing. Buffalo Beanie with the early pick on See You Someone, shutting down that turret. And we have two pretty close to Buffalo Beanie. Buffalo Beanie's gonna get Amidala here, and Noob's gonna get Licks. Oh my goodness. Looks like a pretty promising round for Cottey here. See You Yozue just here. Kinda hiding. And it looks like Noob's gonna shut him down. The flawless round from Cottey. Looks like they're finding their rhythm here on Haven, which is super amazing for Cottey. Looks like it takes them a couple of rounds to get their footing and understand what Carolina's approach is going to be. Alright, and it looks like Carolina is kind of sticking with a similar approach. A little bit split, but also kind of pushing up the same side. We have KJ on the left here.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Ella's back.
Hi.
Alrighty. And it looks like they're gonna go pretty quick here for A. Jet's already in. Licks with the picks on Buffalo Beanie and Jet with a pick on Kodzu. Space Dreamer is gonna take out their KJ though. But it looks like they're getting a free plant on site A. And Cottey just not made that rotation, unfortunately. Space Dreamer going in pretty slow. But it looks like Carolina is just entirely set up.
Yeah, two watching the flying, two watching that our CT side, and one even watching Heaven here. It's gonna be kind of hard to enter in.
See you Rail with a pick on Noob and Space Dreamer, and it looks like Amidala is gonna take that round for Carolina, getting that last pick on Gopher, leaving it 3-1. That was a really tough round for Cottey, but it's a-okay. Also, that's my chair. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I'm just hovering over.
Here. Here. Blocking sight.
No, it's okay. Alright, and it looks like they're gonna go for site A again, which is entirely clear from Cottey's defense. Feels a little weird. They're kind of flanking this whole KJ here, but see if someone's gonna get a pick on Kodzu there.
Well, sure, they all seem to be pushing out of B, just like getting this bomb rush kind of moment here.
Exactly, and
using
Space
Wingman to get information, seeing where they are on A short side. Doesn't get anyone, unfortunately, but they do know that there's at least one person there. Clover catching someone, and unfortunately gets...
Oh, Noob has unfortunately disconnected. Oh, I was wondering why she was looking at the wall there, but Gibson's gonna take that 3K from them, so I'm curious to see how this plays out.
Turning it into a 1v2 now with the
Yeah.
chamber flanking, but still getting the win despite that disconnect.
Yeah, despite that disconnect. I was wondering why Noob was staring at the wall. You know, she tends to do that on occasion, but it seemed a little out of character for her. Alright, and it looks like they'll probably be having some... Yeah, we're gonna have a timeout come from Cottey here because of that disconnect. It's super unfortunate. But despite that, though,
Still
ate
clutched,
that up.
yeah, still
Like,
clutched it up.
yeah, that was absolutely amazing from both... It was Gibson and Space Streamer, yeah?
Yep.
We love that. You can see the little chat going on the left side. Having a little disconnect. Super unfortunate. It looks like they're clearing up some things.
Looks like we're gonna have to go into BRB as we try to fix this issue.
Oh, it looks like
just
Noob
kidding.
is reconnected just in time for timeout to be over with. Alright. Yeah, and it looks like they're all good to go. So Cottey's gonna be set up pretty early here.
Appreciate it.
Let's check on Noob here. Make sure she's not staring at a wall anymore. Crazy unfortunate. If you didn't know, Noob plays on a controller. Just kidding. She does not. I used to, though. So,
Yeah, I don't even think you can hook up a controller to.
now.
Well, you can now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like they're going for a quick push on B. Jet really seems to like doing that.
clearing out the angles here on
Yeah.
both sides and taking that backside of the two. I don't think Cottey are. Actually,
Looks
they
like-
are aware now because of that
yeah.
dog, and so unfortunately.
See, Real with the pick on Noob and Space Streamer. Buffalo
double
Beanie.
peek.
Buffalo Beanie avenging them, though. And it looks like they may be going for a rotation for C here.
The trip does get one of them.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like they're going for C pretty early here.
Using the
Trying to
camera
get
here.
information.
My
A little bit scared about this chamber here.
Unfortunately,
Kind of
doesn't
pushing
work
behind.
with that camera. With this KO now, they're unable to use their util until either that timer runs out. Unfortunately, gets spotted by that knife, which means their timer's a little bit longer. It's up to Buffalo Beanie and Gopher now to get this entry onto point, or they could just like gets the peek on their head. But
Oh, absolutely amazing from Buffalo Beanie getting that pick on KO. They're going to have to move quick if they want to defuse, though. And it looks like KJ is holding down the fort for
they have to break
them.
their
Last
util
player
here.
standing.
Oh, unfortunately.
Oh,
Enemy
super
Hold it out just a
unfortunate.
tad longer. Oh,
Oh, super unfortunate. I thought Buffalo Beanie was going to get that 4K and have time to defuse, but it does not look like that's the case. Carolina's going to take that round. Alrighty. Buffalo Beanie.
we hit
My
tab.
pride and joy.
We hit tab here to see what kind of. Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like they're light buying here. Lucy out here with the judge. Trying to play a little ratty on C, hiding behind a corner, but unfortunately it looks like they're gonna lean towards A.
Yeah.
With this
Maybe the
light in there.
Jet, though. The Jet does like kind of going for mid and like
Mhm.
B here. But
No one on
she's-
C.
Yeah. Oh, and Cottey's making a rotation here. But it looks like they're all going A, which is super unfortunate. Oh, this
Wonder why the-
rotation. Ooh.
I wonder what they heard from their end, but
Yeah.
yeah, now they have a bunch of space up on
You
that
should
short
run.
bit here.
Yeah.
And they have the Killjoy. Oh, maybe that's why. That they rotated a little bit.
Maybe. Kind of predicting that KJ ult.
Making
Spike
them use a bunch
planted.
of util just to get to A.
Yeah.
That
Smart
might-
on their end if they did, but a little
That
bit
and they
intriguing.
do have a gun disadvantage with some of them with light buys and full saves.
That is
here.
true.
With the flank here with the judge, interesting choice. Sees the trip and breaks it with the judge.
We get the ult out from
Getting-
Buffalo Beanie.
Mhm.
See, Rail's gonna get a 2K, but they're gonna trade out at least.
Now turned into a 3v5. And gets,
Oh.
although gets picked off, gets the KO pretty low
Last
here.
player standing.
And yeah.
Oh, and unfortunately, Kozu's gonna swing wide just to be greeted with defeat. That is super unfortunate. And Carolina's gonna take that round as well, leaving it a 5-2.
But they did end up having to use that KJ ult here pretty early into that half. As well as a bunch of util that they'll have to rebuy as well. Now they just have like a.
And it looks like Cottey is like kind of split here. 1 on C, 1 on A, and 3 on B here.
Looks like they're gonna try to do that
Different
shot of B
approach, yeah.
approach again.
Seemed to work out for them, but it was pretty
Swinging off
close.
window here, getting info
Yeah.
on that KO knifing, seeing the KO as well.
Oh, and they're gonna get 2 early picks here.
Turning it
Ooh.
into a
2v4. One is extremely low here, the Omen. And Kozu's gonna get,
one.
gonna get a pick here, but they're all on C. So it's gonna be super,
That
super
Omen was pretty
difficult.
low.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unfortunately, Carolina has a lot of leverage here, though.
Spike planted.
Especially with Spike being planted. Kind of the chamber here, just watching window.
mhm.
We have Dog come out from Kozu here.
Clearing outside here, catches the KO in the back.
Yeah.
Breaks knife, doesn't get that detained off. Sees the flash go off here, and unfortunately gets
Oh.
picked off while that flash didn't even pop, I don't think.
Yeah,
Just
it's
to make
super
it-
unfortunate, and that KO is going to clean up that round for Carolina, leaving it 6-2. Now, do you guys like playing this map?
Not ideally. Usually we tend to avoid big 3-point maps, but with the current rotation, I think it's kind of, we have to pick and choose here which maps we want to play and which ones we have to, like, you know.
Mm. Yeah. It looks like we have 3 on A here, which may be good for Cottey because it seems like that is Carolina's favorite spot.
Content
So.
here breaks some knives so that way it doesn't obtain any of them.
We're gonna see Dog come out here. Maybe gonna get some information. Unfortunately, not gonna get any stuns or anything. We have KJ on B. A little bit worried about that maybe wide flank. Noob and Kodzu getting a pick. But unfortunately, Buffalo Beanie is down for Cottey.
Now Omen does have the spike here as well.
Yeah. And
And
it looks
seems
like they're
they're
gonna be rotating. Gibson kind of holding B, but they may go for a full rotation for
I
C.
don't think they were aware of that.
Ooh.
KJ pushed up so high
Doesn't look like it, but Kodzu's gonna take out KJ
with that
trade, yeah. And it looks like they're gonna go for C.
Cage triggered.
I think Gopher's
Yeah.
aware of this.
Yep, Cage was triggered from Gopher's end of it.
They are pretty low here as well.
Yeah.
Or at least KO is. Omen's a little bit, like,
One
hit
enemy
off.
Ooh, Kodzu with the 3K here, and I'm wondering if they're gonna be able to get the 4K. And it looks like they're going to, and I switch cameras right as they do. And it's huge for Kodzu. I was kind of shocked they didn't push that a little quicker to plant, because it gave Cottey plenty of room to set up again. It was wild, but good plays from Cottey.
Oh, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do.
Alright, and it looks like maybe they're going for a split approach or going C here.
This goes here.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks like no one's trying to watch that window bit.
no.
Setting up here.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're going for a quick push on C, especially with that jet. Oh, but Gopher's gonna get that pick on them pretty early. They really like to go for the jump on the boxes, but KO's gonna shut him down. And we're gonna see that ult, yeah. It's super unfortunate. Alright, we have Amidala planting for Carolina, leaving it in a 4-3. Definitely have a lot of room and leverage for them. Especially since Cottey is pushing all in the same direction.
Using Dizzy to, like, try to blind here.
Yeah.
KO as well.
See someone getting a pick on Kodzu and Buffalo Beanie, though, leaving just Noob to clean it up. And unfortunately, Lix is not going to allow that to happen, and Cottey's going to get the gift of another round loss, unfortunately.
2 more rounds here in the first
Before
half.
before the switch. And then I'm excited to see Cottey's attack. We love Cottey's attack. I feel like every time I play this map, it's hard to defend, so.
Yeah, especially with having to split 3 points
Mhm.
here.
Yeah, it's easy to make those quick rotations when you're attacking and kind of get the leverage on the enemy team, but I always struggle with defense. Alright, it looks like they're gonna go for A here again. Alright, we have Noob here, kind of a little
Kind of lurking around
cubby.
here in mid.
Oh,
Using
Dizzy to get that blind. Licks with a pick on Buffalo Beanie. Oh my goodness, so much happening on A here. We have Space Dreamer left with Jet, Omen, and KO.
I don't
It
know
looks-
if you heard that, but I think I heard that Space Dreamer started screaming when they started pushing it. Getting
Yeah.
some dinks in there, like chip damage.
Oh,
Go
go
for
for with the
catching
pick on the
someone.
KJ. Definitely good for them. I'm a little bit worried about pushing through the same spot here, but it looks like Noob's gonna take high.
She does have util to, like, try to clear out sight for him, maybe.
Oh, go for the
getting
pick on the
one.
Jet. Alright, Noob's gotta play it right. It looks like they have one down below, and Gopher's gonna get him, leaving just
Space
Hyper
Dreamer.
here. And he's gonna clear it up and have plenty of time to defuse, giving Cottey another round, leaving it 4-7. I was a little worried about that defense, but they ate that up.
Last
did.
round
They did.
in the half.
And we're in the last round and a half, so if Cottey could get this round, it would still be pretty neck and neck, because I could imagine their attack is better on this map for sure.
Yeah, based on how they're running stuff, it does seem like they are more attack heavy with the Gecko and the just with all the util that they got going on to get onto site relatively quicker.
Yeah.
You want to play?
But we'll have
Let's
to see.
play.
Noob getting an
Noob
early
with the
pick.
early pick, that is huge for them.
Because of that, now they're gonna have to probably play a little bit slower since
A little
Kato
bit
won't
slower,
get
yeah.
info.
Camera
Yeah, we have
out.
Chamber here, maybe pushing C.
Triggered.
Not too sure though. A little bit worried about Space Streamer here.
Found one.
But it looks like he's just gonna rotate back with his team, which I think is the smart play to do here.
Yeah, Kodzu using the, her ult and getting info on where they are, which is most likely near that grass side. And
Yeah.
they're
Oh, it looks like they may be rotating A again though.
kind of wanting to keep that up.
We hear
into this
Gecko
last
ult
round.
come out, but
Gaining more info.
there's no info to be gained other than that they're not there.
Hey.
So, looks like they're going for that rotation potentially.
Yeah, that
Yeah, they
actually wanted to
definitely
get a
are.
Thrash back too.
Oh,
That's what it's
100%.
called. Thrash, guys.
Thrash, yeah.
Looks like they're trying
Alright.
to make some space here up on A.
Alright, so Rail has an op, so they're gonna have to play it
They're gonna have to
slow.
swing
Gonna get
that.
that. Ooh, Buffalo Beanie with that
Two?
swing. 2K on the KJ.
Did you get the 3?
I feel like she can. She gonna go high or?
Nah, because they have Spike, they're most likely just gonna play around that that point here.
Oh, Omen went C here with Spike, and he's just
Oh.
gonna get a free plant. We have
So-
Licks here through window.
Mhm.
Little bit worried about Kuiper here on Clove. Oh yeah, Amidala's gonna get him, but Gopher's gonna avenge him, of course.
Yeah, now they have info on where.
Oh, location revealed, and it looks like Buffalo Beanie is gonna get that 3K we were talking about.
Okay, period.
And Gibson's gonna defuse. It's really exciting to see Cottey get that, because I was a little bit worried with that advantage and lead that Carolina had there for a bit.
Yeah, it kind of
Evening that back up, exactly. We love that. Alright, I'm so excited to see their attack.
Dude, Buffalo Beanie has been cooking today.
Absolutely. Let's look at some of our stats here. Beautiful.
Right there.
Everything's looking
Right there.
beautiful.
Slay.
Slay.
Looks like they're gonna try to do a fast C here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe go for no, not staring at a wall, but setting up util.
That goes there.
Good.
Making so they have to do at least a couple breaks here before they can start flanking. and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. Which is good for them, but it looks like they only have KJ on A, but KJ has some pretty strong util
Mhm.
when it comes to defending sites, so
Yeah. Typically,
they're definitely gonna have to push through pretty quick if they want to plant.
or at least have stuff to break it.
Exactly.
I think KJ gets flashed along with everyone else on our team. Breaking Dindy here, and
Oh, Noob's pretty low, trying to get back to heal. We're gonna get a little bit of healing out here. And it looks like they're just going to completely abandon C.
unaware
We have
of the
Jet in the behind.
whiffing
Ooh.
both shots and having to fall back.
Smart from the Jet though, because that looked
That would've been
intense.
diabolical.
Yeah, absolutely. We have
Space Shooter
Cottey
getting
here.
another pick here.
Looks like they're rotating wide.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Seeing
Yeah,
if they can
going
get any
A.
other picks, it would be great. They got that Jet, which Buffalo Beanie did, making it a 3v5 here.
Oh,
Another
Buffalo
one.
Beanie with another pick on Amidala.
Or-
We still have KJ kind of in between B and C and also Chamber.
Mhm.
Oh, and it's gonna shut down Kodzu, unfortunately.
It's now a 2v3 here.
Yeah.
I don't think Lynx has that information on where the others are here. Doesn't know that the Clover's tucked away in this corner, which could be kind of devastating on their end. Pushing out, getting that pick.
Oh, love that for Space Streamer on Licks here. Leaving
Yeah.
just the KJ at 11 HP. It's going to be extremely difficult. And it looks like Space Streamer's going to take that 3K and shut down Carolina entirely.
Not used to talking this much.
Yeah,
But you-
it happens. To the best of us.
Yeah, oh my god. It's now 6 and 7 here.
Yeah.
The score.
It's pretty smart for them to fall back from Site C there. That was a little intimidating. I wanted the Jet to get caught out for Cottey's sake, but unfortunately, she's just a little too quick. Alright, it looks like they're gonna go A here.
Forcing up here
Yeah.
to keep that econ going. Fortunately, 4 of them I think get detected by that knife,
Yeah.
so they gotta wait it out just a little bit.
Yeah, and it looks like Carolina's gonna make a quick rotation. Noob with the first pick on the Jet here, which is extremely good for Cottey, because the Jet is a pretty strong competitor from Carolina.
Using the dog here to clear off most of those back corners on the site, which is usually another one. And I don't think they got that stun, just barely.
Yeah.
But now they're aware that there's at least one trying to go in from CT.
Exactly. And it looks like they're all just trying to push the same side. We have one heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they're aware of that because it looks a little spooky.
KO's waiting for this knife here to see if they can detain anyone on point. I think they do.
Ooh, Buffalo Beanie with the trade there at least. Noob's gonna get that 3K and Gopher's going to take that win for Cottey again, evening it out 7-7.
I can't see
We're
them
an
yet.
attack heavy.
I can feel them getting
Your guys' attack is strong.
We hold W, as Lucy says.
And it works out.
Mm-hmm.
weapon here.
Now,
Yeah,
keeping that
definitely.
momentum with their econ here, just kind of juggling ghost skins. Skins give aimbot, I swear.
Careful. My eyes.
There's a study.
Balance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Alright, and it looks like Cottey is maybe gonna make some noise on B or C and allow Noob to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Alright, you better watch that chamber very close behind.
I think they're
A
starting
little
to.
spooked.
Yeah, I think they're starting to catch on that Chamber likes to push that short bit to get info,
Yeah.
and they're just kind of capitalizing on it and making him TP out early.
We have that jet in corner there and smokes. And it looks like
Catches the
Kotsu is
jet.
aware of that.
She dashed out.
Noob with the pick on licks here. Can't see anything through smoke. Face Streamer is gonna go down. Oh, looked like such a promising round for Cottey, but
That was such a fast
it was a fast round.
retaliation,
Absolutely.
from Carolina here. They did have a good strong entry with like
Yeah.
holding out that jet with that dash, but
Exactly.
or with that dog, sorry, but I don't think they caught the dash part.
No, I don't think so either. It was a good bit of information, but they weren't able to capitalize off of it. And looks like Carolina's just going to take that lead again. And it seems like they're going to be setting up a little more A heavy. Because it seems like Cottey is, seems to like it. Has a little bit of favoritism for it. But it looks like they're going to be pushing C here again. Curious about their approach because it looks like the KJ has the same setup going as they did that first round. But with the
After
KO
flashing
in
in and
closer
using that
proximity.
dash to probably clear backside
Yeah.
too. Yeah, they're backing in further while pushing in as well.
Exactly, yeah.
But then get kind of caught up by that molly, but it's okay.
Alright, and they're gonna get that plant pretty safely, but Carolina's gonna fully rotate, and they're gonna have to be aware and set up.
Yeah, they caught a lot of space in that turn afterwards.
They did.
You posted up here on logs, but unfortunately gets blinded
Oh,
and blasted.
see you
Same-
rail with the 2-pick. That is super unfortunate for Cottey, but they are planted, so as long as they are able to defend long enough,
Yeah.
this is their round.
It is planted for them in long, so all they have to do is just kind of like start blasting here. But I don't
Ooh,
know what
Cozy with the 2-pick there. That's
I don't
huge.
know.
3-pick. Houston, disrespectful to take that ace from Kodzu, but amazing plays from Cottey. That was absolutely insane. Evening the scores back up to 8-8.
That
Huge
was
flank from Kodzu
crazy,
here.
actually. Oh my gosh. Didn't catch that.
And it looks like they're gonna change their approach again and gonna go A. They really don't like B, is what I'm catching on.
It's just that B is
It's
a very hard
Yeah,
to capitalize on, especially with those two entry points and being just
Exactly.
that central
the
bit.
central bit, yeah.
Getting knifed here again.
Yeah.
But
New
Noob
with the
catching
early
Jet.
pick.
Nowhere of that chamber shorty, but catches the
Kodzu?
2v5 so early on into the
Yeah.
round.
What's it with those flakes? I completely thought Kodzu was not gonna get that there. And
It's very
goes to
skillful
show, yeah. Goes to show, don't
then.
underestimate
Ooh, Noob getting
them.
that omen here too, turning it into a 2v5 very quickly.
We got them on heaven, but you got like the whole Cottey team looking at KO here.
It seems like they, yeah.
Yeah, it looks
After
like,
that last round, they had
Mhm.
to like save here basically, like, do light buys, which.
and they're gonna have another flawless round for Cottey here.
Mm-hmm.
Noob with the 3K. It's a little intimidating to peek out of heaven there and just see the whole team.
No, especially with Justin Harris.
Exactly. Alright, and here's some of the stats here. We got Kodzu and Gopher's ult ready, and then also the Jet's ult. So, excited to see this come out. Let him come out.
Seems here that Jet has an op, which is usually the
Nope,
like
maybe
the-
having a little bit of discussion. Got a little head nods.
yeah.
Maybe some encouragement from the team.
Seems like they're gonna try to ult here to get some info early on in the
Yeah,
round.
absolutely.
Seeing that 3 here are going, or sorry, 2 of the jellies are going towards B side,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 towards window, which then they have to back off. Getting a lot of that window.
Oh,
picking
Noob
up
with the
early.
pick. That's huge for Cottey, especially because they're having a very slow rotation, but they definitely need to be aware of the Jet here, who has their ult ready, and it looks like there's going to be a flank
Yeah,
for
with
sure.
That, I think Kanzu catches that Jet and knows that now that she has an op, so they're gonna try to
There's
play a
the
bit more
ult out.
safer. All 4 of them trying to push out a garage. Doesn't get
Oh,
the
Noob
op.
with the pick on the C rail, and then also go for shutting down Amidala.
Oh, getting flashed by his own flash here.
I do the same
With his
thing.
team. Breaking
Oh,
the weapon.
go.
Go for Colette. Looks like the KO here is gonna try to save the op for their Jet. Just kind of hiding away, and unfortunately
Oh.
can't get it off.
Yeah, and Kodzu's
Another
gonna shut
flawless.
that down real quick. No operatives for you guys. Super
Yeah. It's a
unfortunate.
very dangerous gun, especially with a Jet who can get in and out very easily.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and we have it 10-8 here. We saw that Jet's ult come out as well as Kodzu's, but it looks like Cottey has the advantage here with Gibson and Lucy's ults ready. Noob and Gopher. Let him
Especially
come
with
out.
the econ difference here, they're gonna have to either force up or like basically save another, which I think is what they're doing, is like forcing up again just to make sure, because they need to stop Cottey right now with this momentum that
Yeah.
they got.
They have a
Molly
lot.
gets picked off from that knife. But yeah, they're kind of spread out here. 1 on C, 1 on B, and like.
And it looks
or
like the
2 on
KO and
whatever.
Jet are rotating B.
Interesting choice of now
Yeah.
trying to choose B side here. Catching that
Kodzu with the
KO
pick on
early,
KO.
noticing that that Jet is also there.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Unfortunately,
Thrash
it's
come
gone.
out, but Lix is gonna unfortunately even it out.
Backing off just slightly and maybe pivoting over to C here with the spike.
Oh,
for getting
go
another
for
pick.
yeah, gonna take that leverage before they rotate. All right, and it looks like they're gonna go A, and that looks great for them because
They're just gonna have to hurry though before Jet gets
yeah,
the CT side. Breaks the dizzy flash here.
yeah,
Blocking sight.
and it looks like they're gonna make that quick rotation on A. It's gonna be hard for Cottey to push in, but very possible.
Now doing
Oh,
that. Fortunately, Buffalo Beanie gets picked
get a
off,
few
but
trades
they
out.
traded out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now it's just a
And
just
Lix
kidding.
and Gibson with the 3Ks here for both teams, but unfortunately, Cottey's just gonna have that advantage, leaving it 11-8. Just 2 more rounds for Cottey, and that is all they need to win. They definitely locked in for attack, so
Looks like here now they're gonna have to force.
They're looking at that sticker.
Carolina. Yeah.
love that.
Just a little more like morale boost. check
Exactly,
here.
yeah.
Mhm.
We love that for them.
This goes here.
Yeah, that looks like they're gonna have to force up here. I don't think some of them might not have their full util like they usually do, with especially Killjoy having to force up on A here instead up on A, breaking the doors early here.
Making a little bit of noise, and they have like almost everybody on B and C, leaving that KJ on A. Definitely a different approach from Carolina, but it looks like
Smoking on
Cottey's gonna go for a full push here.
Breaking
Jet's
the
gonna rotate.
Molly and the turret here, and just
Yeah, and
basically
KJ is
cutting
gonna
off
get out.
CT side for him, getting that point very easy.
Yeah.
Also popping, or the Killjoy is also popping that
And T-Rail's gonna shut down New, but Space Dreamer's gonna trade out there.
Luckily, it is planted for them, so all they have to really do is once again just spray that general area.
Exactly.
Fortunately,
It looks
Space
like
Dreamer
that's what
gets
they're gonna
flashed.
do.
Sticking it here, and
Oh,
unfortunately
but
they get it.
yeah, unfortunately that spray was just not hitting them. Super unfortunate. Lucky for Carolina, but unfortunate for Cottey here.
Gopher did, however, get 2 picks at that very end, trying to even out that econ, making them have to rebuy their stuff again.
Placing alarm
It's now 11-9 here with Cottey in the
Placing
lead,
swarm grenade.
and it looks like they're leaning towards C again with the Killjoy setting up on A.
Placing swarm grenade.
It's interesting that just the KO and Chamber are here. 2 agents that aren't very good at like rotating out fast enough, or at least Chamber is.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna go for a quick rotation here.
Fortunately,
Kodzu's gonna swing out. Still blinded though, unfortunately, and Lix is gonna get that pick. Oh, Space Streamer's back, and Gopher's gonna get a pick on Lix, but they're definitely gonna have to play this smart if they want it, and unfortunately Space Streamer's gonna be picked off as well, leaving just Gibson here and Spike down on C. And a 1 to 4.
Yeah, and I think Space Streamer accidentally picked up the spike and tried to push forward and wanting to grab info for Gibson, but ended up moving it further away.
Yeah, super
Might
unfortunate.
have to just be another save for him.
And I think that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Still have a minute left though, so yeah, and it doesn't look like Carolina is giving any room for them to get Spike. I mean, you can absolutely look at the mini-map here with their LOS, and there is not one person not looking at that. KO straying out a little bit. Watching
they're
the flank.
just trying to, watch that flank, but I don't think Gibson is going to do that here.
30 seconds left.
CU Rail is pretty low. May be able to get that pick, but unfortunately CU Yozue is going to clean it up for them, leaving it 11 to 10. Still a very neck and neck game, but Cottey's got it in the back. Feeling it. Knock on wood.
Here. Here.
Looks like no one is set up on C here for Carolina,
Placing sentry.
and Cottey's leaning towards A again with the yeah, they're just leaning towards A, trying to push up on that jet here. Oh, with that timing though.
Oh, and unfortunately CU Rail is going to shut down both Kodzu and Buffalo Beanie. Looks like they're...
Unaware of the flank,
Oh!
they're getting form, looking for that A. Did Gibson deny it?
Oh, and Gibson's going to deny it, and I know CU Rail was panicking on that one. Oh, that is super unfortunate.
Yeah.
And CU Yozue is going to clean up Gibson again for another round for Carolina. It looks like they've definitely locked in on the defense side, and I'm sure maybe Cottey, there's a little bit of frustration there, but maybe they'll change their approach and get the next 2 wins. It's anybody's game for sure.
Because I think now they started to catch on that, like, immediate rotate bit, so they just kind of anchor on those sites.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3 on B here.
And then kind of a split push through Garage and Long here with Kodzu. So sorry. And
Oh, unfortunately gonna get picked.
early with the trade from
I know exactly.
Gibson here, yeah. Gibson's going to trade out. Still anybody's round. It's
using Gibson's ult here to track down where the enemies are, kind of making that choice of where they want to go, and it looks like they're gonna try to pivot towards B.
yeah. Got a lot of information on where everybody was at there, so
Using Dizzy to get through that smoke here with flashing. And
we're
using
having Thrash coming
clear
out.
both sides as well, knowing that they both, I think they caught that Jet having this off there. Getting the plant down here too, at least for some money, and now it's 4v4, relatively even, getting some picks off
Lix,
the card.
oh, Lix with a pick on Gopher, but Buffalo Beanie's gonna even it out with Amidala and getting Lix. Oh my goodness.
It's now left to
It's just a 1v1. They have Spike planted, but gotta play this right. CU Rail, seeing Noob, faking,
getting
oh, Noob. Definitely played that right there for Cottey and is gonna take that round. Super nerve-wracking to play on B because it feels like you're just looping around it the entire time.
I think that how you got that win was that Jet fired a little too
Fired
early.
early, yeah.
Giving her
Pre-fired for sure.
information of like where she's gonna push up next.
Super unfortunate for Carolina, but good for Cottey for sure. Alright, and it looks like maybe they're going for a little bit of a split push here. They have just Chamber on C, KJ and Jet on A, and then KO and Omen on B.
I think they're gonna ult here to try to get some more info, which
Yeah.
is what they're doing here, following those jellies, and it finds out that the Jet is trying to push up a little bit here, and catches one B and one Garage. So they're taking that.
Noob
getting
with the
an
pick
early
on
pick.
Lix. Yeah, leaving C entirely open, but it looks like KO and Omen may be able to get there just in
trying to
time.
stall it out with his ult and stuff too. But they are already on site, just ready. Kodzu
Kodzu-
already getting the
Yeah, with that pick.
KO and getting rail. It is now
Alright.
3v2 or 3v5, sorry, 2v5.
Ooh,
And Kodzu gets 7 picks and a flawless for
yeah, for Cottey, and it looks like Cottey College is going to win off of that in a 2-0 against Carolina University. That was an insanely close match for both maps, but super exciting nonetheless. Thank you for joining us, and here again we get to see some of their results. With CU Rail, two entirely different people on top here. CU Rail with 287 average combat score, and Gibson with a 267. That was an insanely amazing game to watch, and I'm so glad you decided to join us. Ella, if you would like to say anything.
No, those were really close matches, but like shout out to everyone on Cottey's end for like clutching up when they like basically needed to, especially with Buffalo Beanie and like Kodzu.
Yeah.
In some rounds, especially Gopher as well with like those 3Ks during those specific rounds. And Space Streamer. Just literally
Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody definitely had their moment in these games where they just absolutely clutched it up for Cottey, and it was super amazing to watch. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to catch us again, we'll be streaming Tuesday for our Overwatch game and also Wednesday again for another Valorant game next week. So tune in. Thank you for joining us. Bye.